the Detroit Pistons offered Monty Williams a big money offer to be the head coach, and he turned it down. And I don't know. I maybe I'm biased. I thought this was a pretty good coaching destination pretty much for anybody, because like we talked about it last week, you have a young franchise player in Cade. You probably have almost as perfect as a second fiddle as you can get with Jaden Ivey being able to play off of them. Then you have Jalen Duren, who the jury is still out for him. He has all the athletic tools in the world to be a defensive monster. He's only 19 years old. He just turned 19, like halfway through the season. You have a lot of money to spend. You have high-end role players like an Isaiah Stewart, who has gotten better every year that he's been here. You still have Bojan. You still have Alec Burks. And you have a GM that's willing to take risks. I thought it was a great destination, but Monty Williams, maybe he's at that stage of his career where he doesn't want to go back to a rebuild or a restore, whatever you want to call it. Maybe he doesn't want to do that. But why do you think he just turned it down?
He's got $20 million owed to him by Phoenix over the next couple of years. He doesn't have to coach if he doesn't want to. I told you last week we were ranking the Bucks job, the Raptors job, and the Pistons job. I told you it's probably the least desirable. And you kind of looked at me like, how is it not desirable? I'm like, well, you have a young core that's promising, but I mean, it all depends on health. It all depends on development. I'm not surprised that he just wants to take a year off, like James Edwards did report. He reported that, Monty and Bud could take a year off. Just, chill. I'm not surprised. But then I read this morning from Mark Stein that Pistons are hopeful that he reconsiders. So I don't know, man. It's like if he's just content with just living his life, spending time with his family, I'm okay with that. What I'm not okay with is Pistons fans slandering this guy for not accepting the job. Like, those are the comments that I was seeing. Like, you should have taken the job. Like, you should be grateful we even offered you a job. Like, and I think that's more of the fandom leaking out than anything else. But like, he's a good coach. If he doesn't want to, take on a project, because this job is going to be a project. It's not a finished product. It's going to take a couple of years for them to, win a playoff game, get deep into an Eastern Conference Finals, possibly, make an NBA Finals. It's going to take some time, but I wasn't too surprised that he didn't take the job. I was hopeful and I was praying that he would, but hey, man, he's got to do what's best for him and best for his family. And if he feels that taking a year off, spending time with his family is better for him, his mental health, or wherever he's at in his life, I mean, who am I to judge him? But I'm happy that the Pistons even, attempted to try to get one of the hottest names that is available to coach this team.
Yeah, I mean, I also want to throw into, I think it's the job with the least amount of pressure, though, too. All you have to do is win more than 17 games. If you get into the play-in, dude, it's a huge bonus. Like, you're going to look like a god to Pistons fans. But again, you're right. I mean, if Monty Williams wants to take a year off because he has $20 million owed to him, go ahead. Go ahead. I think it's great. If I had any close to anywhere that amount of money, I want to be working. I would just be enjoying life, so I don't blame Monty Williams for wanting to do that. I just think it's probably not the most desirable job, but I don't think it's that bad of a destination for a coach.